Investigation does continue. We have since learned at least 2 of those inside that truck were on their way right here to Houston. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jonathan Martinez.
And I'm Sion Rhodes. Also this evening, a vigil to remember those lost in this tragedy. Channel 2's Brandon Walker was the first Houston reporter on the scene in San Antonio today. He joins us live from there with what he's learned tonight. Brandon.
Well, Sion, first things first, and that is what we know about the suspected driver of the truck, the person in federal custody tonight. His name is James Matthew Bradley. He's 60 years old, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office, also from Clearwater, Florida, described as a U.S. resident, according to officials. Tomorrow morning, a formal complaint is expected to be filed against Bradley in federal court. A lot of questions surrounding this, too. Key among them, why was that truck parked in the back of this parking lot? Who was on board the truck? And where were they going?
Lord, make me an instrument of your peace.
Gina Holly Blackfeather came to pray.
For his injury, pardon.
Her prayer?
This is the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi.
Nestled in her hand, at her feet, a makeshift memorial.
Something compelled us, to come here and lay those flowers for those people.
At the very spot where 8 people took their last breath. Betty Gilbert came too. Couldn't help it, she says.
To let them know that we love them.
They are the people believed smuggled into the United States, found piled in the back of a freight truck in the parking lot of a Walmart on San Antonio's southwest side. San Antonio police made the discovery Saturday after someone in the truck begged a Walmart employee for water, investigators say. All told, police found 39 people in the truck when they arrived. 9 have died, 30 others are being treated at nearby hospitals, and nearly half of them have injuries considered life-threatening. First responders say sweltering temperatures left conditions deadly.
Un minuto de silencio.
Tonight, a moment of silence in downtown San Antonio at a vigil led by church groups and advocates for immigration reform. A city's heartbreak, now at the forefront of a conversation that split the country.
This is partly a symptom of a broken immigration system.
It is unclear from where the truck traveled. 2 on board confirmed citizens of Guatemala headed for Houston. Others were from Mexico. However, it is unclear how many.
Those that we have been able to interview, of course, describe the horrible situations that they went through while they were in that truck. Just devastated.
Back at Walmart, Betty Gilbert and Gina Holly Blackfeather say that's what matters here. People who died, some fighting to live.
You just think about so many things and how thankful we should be to have what we have in America.
Now, among those who survived being on board that truck, some have already been investigated and interviewed, I should say, by officials from Immigration and Customs Enforcement. They say, according to those interviews, that there were as many as 100 people initially on board the truck. Surveillance video from the Walmart, according to officials, captured a vehicle or several vehicles taking people from the truck, people who were believed to be healthy, believed to have survived. The others, and these are unconfirmed and unknown numbers right now, believed to have fled. We are live tonight in San Antonio. I'm Brandon Walker, KPRC Channel 2 News.
Terrible story. All right. Thanks a lot for that, Brandon.
And local groups now working to help the victims and their families. We talked with the former president of the League of United Latin American Citizens, who says right now people are gathering funds and clothing to help the victims, especially for the underage victims who may be in the hospital with no family.
Say, for instance, okay, especially if they're minors in the hospital, then of course nobody can give authority to the hospital to do anything.
And LULAC is also working on ways to help the family members of those who had loved ones who didn't make it. Some of the bodies could be sent back, or relatives may have to come and pick them up. Unfortunately, this is